Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. It's a rainy day here in Tennessee, and as you see, little buddy, he's taking a nap. So I thought that I would do a bark repotting for you today, and I do believe that he's going to snore throughout the whole thing. Yes, he snores with his eyes open. This is his happy place, and when he snores, that means he's happy. So let's repot a miniature phalaenopsis today. And this is my mini phal, and I bought this back in August, and it has grown. Wow, has it ever grown? And as you see, there's no room for any more new growth. So I thought, I normally try not to repot mine more than once a year if I can get by with it. But this one, it really does need to be repotted so it will have some fresh bark to grow into. So I'm going to be using Orchiata bark today, and I bought the small size for this miniature, and I thought I would just show you what that looks like. Okay, the small Orchiata is in the cup on the right. The medium is in the pot on the left. So the small is about half the size of the medium, and it's going to be a perfect size for this miniature phalaenopsis. And here's the packaging that comes in. As you see, it's marked small. And I'm also going to use the charcoal chunks that are in my Better Grow potting mix. I don't have any peanuts that don't dissolve to put in the bottom of my pot, so I'm going to use the charcoal. So I've dug around in this mix. I found little charcoal pieces to put on the bottom of the pot to improve the drainage. But the bark I'm using is the Orchiata. Okay, so here's how I set up. I have the cup that's beside the miniature phalaenopsis with with the charcoal chips on the bottom of the cup for better drainage. Here's my cup full of the Orchiata bark. I make sure that I have my gloves because I really like using gloves whenever I'm using any type of gardening material. And my sterilized scissors, just in case I do have a rotten root that I need to cut back. Okay, first is getting rid of the old bark. So what I'm going to try to do here is just kind of push this through. It is really in there. You know what? I am going to water this. I need to water this to kind of get it loosened from its pot. Okay, so I'm going to water it really thoroughly. And that's going to soften the roots, make them a little bit more pliable. Now let's see. Oh wow, look at those beautiful roots. Bark is still in good shape. This was the Better Grow bark, and as you see, it was in really good shape. It's just, there was nowhere for this orchid to grow at all. No growing room. If I waited a year to repot that one, would have been a little bit too long. Now I'm not going to pry every single bit of this bark off. If there's a piece of bark at this point, see these roots just look beautiful. This is good bark. So if it doesn't come off easily, I am going to leave it on there. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking that that's a good thing. That's what I've been doing lately, is leaving a few little pieces of its previous home and transplanting that into its new home. And I'm noticing they're doing a lot better and they don't go through transplant shock. So I'm going to leave it just like it is. Okay, so this is what I've got. I've got these very, very long air roots here that don't go in the bark. I won't be able to fit those down into this cup anyway, even if I wanted to. But as you see, I've left a little bit of the bark on there. No problem. I'm also going to see how much, I've got the charcoal chips on the bottom. And I'm going to just see how much of the bark I'm going to need to add to the bottom. Because these roots are going to grow, grow, grow. So I'm just going to take, do you see how this does not have any dust in it at all? The size of this bark is very uniform, which I really do like. So these repottings in this bark, they're just easy. And I want to just kind of lay those roots down on there as best I can. And remember, when you're working with bark, it does settle some. So you want to keep tapping. This is pretty easy. Don't be afraid to repot your orchids. When they need to be repotted, they really need to be. You're going to find they grow better, they're healthier. I used to be really scared to repot my orchids until I realized I'm actually doing them a favor. The trick is finding the quality, the really high quality materials that you need. Like if you're repotting in bark, make sure you're getting a really good quality bark, like Orchiata or the Better Grow. Either one of them is very, very good. I like to try some different products out just to see what I can find, and so many of you give me a lot of really good tips and heads up on good products that are out there, and I appreciate that. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Got this little leaf right here that needs to come out. Make sure that comes out of there. Is that looking good so far? I believe so. See, that's really all there is to it. It's kind of fun. It's a good rainy day project when you're kind of in the house. Anyway, it's a good thing to do. Okay, give that a good tap. Still need to add some more. See, you'll see little air pockets as you tap it down. You'll see little air pockets that you can tap, that you can add more bark in. Just want to make sure you get it all. And that looks, need to add some more in here. Need to get some more bark to do that. Okay, and I got a little bit more bark here. I'm going to try to get it in that little space right down in here. This is looking good. And as you saw, I didn't soak this bark. This bark does not need to be soaked. As a matter of fact, they recommend you not soak it because it's treated with dolomite, which is a natural source of calcium and magnesium. So that prevents the orchid from having transplant shock. And the two that I have repotted in the Orchiata bark have done fabulously well with no transplant shock at all. So the only thing I need to do now to finish up my repotting is to water it really well. Okay, and I'm going to give it a thorough watering. I do have holes on the bottom of this pot. My husband was nice enough to drill those for me. And after you water it, that's when you're going to know if you need to add any more bark, because there's going to be some settling. As a matter of fact, there might be some settling over the next few days. And it's easy just to add to the top if you see that you need to. Okay, I think this one has a new home. Plenty of room to grow. Thank you all so much for watching. thank you to my daughter for filming this for me. I appreciate you so much.
You're very welcome.
And you all have a blessed day and be highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed. We'll talk to you all next time.
Have a good day.